What's up guys, BlackDragoon here. Today we're going to answer one of the biggest questions in World of Warcraft right now. How many people are actually playing WoW Midnight Season 1? Not subscriber counts, not random guesses, and not some guy on Reddit saying WoW is dead. We're going to use actual Raider.io data and do some math to estimate the real Mythic Plus population worldwide. And trust me, the numbers are way bigger than I expected. The issue is simple. Blizzard does not tell us exactly how many active players there are, so whenever somebody says WoW is dead or WoW has 20 million players, they're usually just guessing. But Raider.io gives us something extremely useful. It shows the Mythic Plus cutoff ranking for every region. And from those cutoffs, we can actually estimate the actual Mythic Plus population. Let's start with Europe. The current top 1% Mythic Plus cutoff contains around 12.7k characters. Now think about that. If 12.7k characters represent the top 1%, that means 12.7k times 100 equals roughly 1.27 million Mythic Plus characters in Europe alone. That's just EU, one region. Already over a million characters participating in Mythic Plus. Now let's look at US and OCE. The top 1% contains roughly 9k characters. Using the same calculation, 9k times 100 equals around 906k Mythic Plus characters. So now we are already sitting at over 2 million characters between EU and US OCE. And we haven't touched Asia yet. China is back. China's return to World of Warcraft changed everything. Based on the current Raider.io rankings and regional cutoffs, China appears to have around 700k to 900k Mythic Plus characters. That's huge. Many players forget how massive the Chinese WoW audience actually is. When China came back online, it immediately became one of the largest population in the game. Korea and Taiwan are smaller regions compared to EU, US, and China, but they are still significant. Together, they likely contribute another 200k to 400k Mythic Plus characters, especially considering how competitive high-end players are in these regions. When we combine everything together, Europe has roughly 1.27 million, US and Oceanic 906k, China 800k, Korea 150k, Taiwan 150k, and we arrive at roughly 3.2 to 3.5 million Mythic Plus characters worldwide. Let that sink in. More than 3 million characters are actively participating in Mythic Plus. That's not exactly what I would call a dead game. But wait, there's a catch. Here's the most important part. Raider.io tracks characters, not players. And if you have played WoW more than 5 minutes, you already know where this is going. Alts. Lots and lots of alts. Some players have a main, a tank alt, a healer alt, a PvP alt, a bank alt, a reroll alt, and somehow still complain they have nothing to do. So character count and player counts are very different things. Now let's estimate unique players. Looking at historical data and typical alt behavior in modern WoW, a reasonable estimate is that unique players account for around 40 to 60% of tracked characters. Using that ratio, 3.2 to 3.5 million characters becomes approximately 1.8 to 2.7 million unique Mythic Plus players worldwide. That's probably the most realistic estimate we can make using available public data. And that's only Mythic Plus. Now here's where things get crazy. The entire discussion only includes people who actively run Mythic Plus. It does not include raid-only players, PvP-only players, collectors, role players, achievement hunters, casual world content players, players leveling alts, or people who just log in to hang out. So the actual active population is obviously much higher. When you factor in every type of player, a reasonable estimate for active World of Warcraft players worldwide during Midnight Season 1 would be somewhere around 4 to 8 million active players. Again, not subscribers, not total accounts, not characters, actual active players. That's a huge number for a game that's over 20 years old. Is WoW dying? Every expansion, everybody says, this is the end, WoW is dead, nobody plays anymore, and yet here we are. Millions of players, millions of Mythic Plus runs, thousands of guilds, thousands of raid groups, and a Mythic Plus scene more competitive than ever. Whether you love Midnight or hate Midnight, the numbers suggest one thing. World of Warcraft is still one of the biggest MMORPGs on the planet, and it's not even close. So what do you think? Do these numbers surprise you? How many active players do you think WoW actually has right now? And if this video helped you see the real scale of WoW's player base, hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.